Hello, everybody. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. It's Sunday Night Live. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe, like, share, and comment if you would. And again, thanks for watching. Hope everyone had an absolute blessed Sunday. For those of you celebrating Easter, I hope the weather and the day was as beautiful for you as it was for me. I got to see social distanced, of course, but I got to see my sisters and my daughter and my granddaughter, and got to follow my granddaughter, just turned 4 years old, follow her around with the camera and video and Easter egg hunt. And I've been paid to shoot a lot of videos from being on the track at the Indy 500 to the field of Lucas Oil Stadium for Colts games to interviews with a lot of different people. And that was one of the best videos I ever had the opportunity to shoot today, was with my little granddaughter as we celebrated Easter Sunday. And again, if you celebrate Easter, I hope your day was as gorgeous and blessed as mine is. If you don't celebrate Easter, I hope you had a gorgeous and blessed day as well. It's just a special day, commemorating a powerful event of faith for those of us in the Christian community. And I hope those that aren't in that community can respect that as much as some of us in the Christian community respect that everyone potentially has different faiths, and it is all free will, and everyone has their decisions to make. So, blessings upon all. Thank you for tuning in. First story on the weekly wrap is a news story. It just popped up. White supremacy graffiti has been found on the Northern Kentucky University campus. It's the second time since the beginning of the year, that second time in 3 months, thus, since that it has happened on that campus. Basically, the campus is just across the river from Cincinnati, to give you an idea where that campus is at. Of course, the biggest news of this past week has been the trial of Derek Chauvin. I complained about this for weeks leading up to it. They were calling it the George Floyd murder trial, and George Floyd was not on trial and did not murder anyone. But yet that's how much of the mainstream media framed it. If you go back and look, you'll see I'm telling you the truth. And it's the Derek Chauvin trial for the murder of George Floyd. So that's the biggest news. Probably the biggest news to come out of the trial, which is the biggest news. The biggest news of the biggest news story probably is that the actual time the officer had his knee on the man's neck was 9 minutes and 29 seconds, not 8 minutes and 43 seconds, as had been reported in the past. So if you just think about the number of breaths you take in a 30-second period, it was an additional 30 seconds that struggling for breath and struggling for heartbeat. And in all honesty, even as someone with a background in journalism, it's very hard to watch. It's very hard to watch that trial. And it's hard to watch it objectively. I'm just being honest with you. But nonetheless, that's part of what we have to do in order to know the truth. It's just one of many uncomfortable things that we as a nation are going to have to do to grow, to progress, to move forward, to ever hope to heal. And just if of course, we haven't heard the defense yet. We've heard the prosecution, but the prosecution. One of the most damning things to me personally, and this is my opinion, this is not fact. This is, I do news and information, alternative news and information, stuff that's not talked about all the time. This case that involves George Floyd is being talked about all the time and on many platforms. But yet I have to touch on it as well, because that's how big it is. And my personal opinion, one of the most damning pieces of evidence came from the dispatcher, who she was watching it and she knew something was wrong and it was too long of a time, and she called the police on the police. And this, I thought things would erupt with the Breonna Taylor case in Louisville. And I prepped people beforehand that, this is probably what the verdict's going to be. And a lot of that is thanks to Dave Blackford. And we had it spot on. We had it nailed as to what the charges were going to be. And I really thought things would explode. They didn't, to the credit of the protesters and the people of Louisville. They're still protesting. They were on the square at 6th and Jefferson today for Easter services. If I was set up a little better, I've got a lot of video of stuff I want to show, and I'm going to do that tomorrow in an episode tomorrow with video and commentary. Talk about Grandmaster Jay, talk about what happened in Louisville. But the George Floyd case resonated so much more because it was caught on tape, because there was actual video of it. Okay, the Breonna Taylor situation was horrific. And the fact that there was no justice is unacceptable. And that's why they're still on the streets of Louisville, and will continue to do so. But George Floyd, if again, we haven't heard the defense, but to me, the prosecution has been damning. And if there is no justice in this case, I can't even talk about it because it hurts my heart to think what could possibly happen because of this situation. And you can't see the EAR banner at the moment. That's not intentional. It's just I was in a hurry getting set up here and didn't check the camera angle before starting the live because I was running late, because I had a couple of things, people contacting me on a couple of things last minute. Anyway, but EAR, the concept behind it, ending all racism, the concept behind it is unity and peace and healing and people of all faiths and all backgrounds and all skin pigments coming together like-minded to to put forth the power of the people. And again, the thought of what could happen in this country hurts me to the pit of my stomach. And I think it's even more so after being blessed today to spend the time with my 4-year-old granddaughter. Over the past year, haven't been around a whole lot of people, and haven't had the human touch of too many people, and it's been far too spread out. It's been a tough time, and I kind of consider myself a kind of a strong person. So if it's been tough for me, I know things have been tough for others, and you compound that with what's going on in the world. What's going on in our country, what's going on in our own communities, people not accepting humanity, people valuing money and buildings and business and objects over people. The Georgia voting law was passed and signed, and Major League Baseball has said it's going to remove the All-Star game. It's going to move the All-Star game to another location. And Donald Trump said that baseball ought to be boycotted for doing such a thing, for standing up for standing up for voting rights. And things like that seem so insignificant when we are dealing with the George Floyd case, but they're really impactful. 47 states out of 50 currently have pending legislation to restrict voter access. Why don't they want people voting? Why do they want to control who gets to vote? Because you can control who they vote for. It may not seem like a big thing, but in the grand scheme of it, it really is. Yes, I will find that out, but I don't know. I don't know at this moment. I don't have an answer for that at this moment. So, gosh, it's hard sometimes to stay positive, to keep moving forward, but we all have to. We must do that. So I'm going to hop over here to the comments for a couple of minutes and see what's going on, and say thank you to Gratitude is Unmovable Memory. The 45 Operation and Grandmaster J Act is over. Get help, Mr. Doofus. Have a beautiful night. Thank you, Gratitude. Okay. Actually, I'm going to, there's a Grandmaster J interview I'm going to do a couple of segments of, and with some commentary on, coming up tomorrow. Tyrant Terminator. Hey, Barry, you must think I'm stupid to think you really want to dismantle the system of white supremacy, which you and your kids will and have benefited from. I don't think you're stupid at all. And I do want to see it dismantled, because oppression is wrong. And today of all days, which is a high holy day in Christianity. We're reminded that love, compassion, and worth of humanity were three of the tenets of Christ Jesus, whose philosophy I follow. So, no, I don't think you're stupid. I can understand how many white people would think I was stupid for believing that's what should happen, but no. What's up, official truth soldier? My man always makes me smile. He's intelligent dude out there doing the work. Let's see. Okay, you guys are kind of talking back and forth amongst each other. General M60 Brigade Plus. We don't teach our children respect and love God and nature. We need to fill their lives with love and respect. Right on. Couldn't agree with you more. Space Frog, the dispatcher was weak because in her 4 years, she'd only actually seen cops on camera for 4 times. She was not trained as a cop. The other police officer's testimony was more damning. Okay, yeah. Again, yeah, the testimony of the other officers was indeed damning. From my personal, I don't know, I felt it more emotional coming from the dispatcher. Love and dignity, only colonizers ask for respect. People lose lives over respect. However, I agree. Wait a minute. Thank you, General. Yeah, not everybody agrees with me. Not everybody's ever going to agree with everything I say or anything like that. But I speak my truth, and I use this platform to have other people on and speak their truths, and we do it with respect and without interruption or cutting each other off or calling names or shouting or anything like that. So I thank you all again for watching. Thank you, Janice. Thank you for staying positive. A lot of respect for you. Thank you. I have respect for all of you, again, whether you agree with me or not, or I thank you for watching. I thank you for having an open mind. Let me pop back up here because I had a couple other things I wanted to talk about real briefly, and you guys are kind of going amongst yourselves. I'll pop back into the comments in a minute. But a story I mentioned and now it's gone. Story I mentioned in Chicago from the other day. The event actually happened last Monday. A 13-year-old was killed, and police didn't inform his parents until Wednesday after he'd been shot on Monday, and they said it was in an active shooting that the boy was shooting at the police officers. And my old computer, the thing vanished. So on to the weekly wrap real quick. We reported that early yesterday, before a lot of people had it, the DMZ, the rapper, was hospitalized, that he had indeed suffered cardiac arrest and had a heart attack following an overdose. And positive thoughts and prayers to him and to his family, to all the people suffering from anything and everything. Positive thoughts and prayers. Let's see. Um, okay. What else was up? Oh, yes. Uh, that's gone too. Okay. My other computer overheats and shuts down gradually, and it's in the process of doing so at the moment. So I'll just hop back over in the comments for a few minutes and wrap this up. Gratitude is unmovable. American Silence. I'm so excited. You're doing such a good job that they fell into my lap. I'll strip them in court and give you the money. I won't need it after exposing and suing Grandmaster Jay. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I need about $30,000 to do this for the next 2 years. So I'm going to keep. Yeah, I'm not counting on that gratitude, but thanks. It got serious. Yeah, I really think things have gotten serious since the start of, and this is again just opinion. Um, I think things have gotten really serious in communities of color and specifically in the Black community with the start of this George Floyd trial. Um, I used to get before the trial started, I would get between 10 and 30 emails a day. So, 200 a week roughly. And the start of the George Floyd trial, I get maybe 5 a week over that span. Things have gone silent. Um, and a lot of people that normally reach out to me on a regular basis aren't reaching out at all. And I'm not taking that personally, but you can read into silence at times, if you will. So the 45 operation. I'm assuming the 45 operation is Trump. I'm assuming you're referencing the Trump presidency being the 45th president. Their gratitude. Oh my, that's a pretty serious charge there. Gratitude. I overlooked that. Okay. Yeah. Silence. Yeah, I really can't read that one just for those that won't see the live comments, but that's pretty serious charge. Silence equals death. Staying silent is white, and Barry, you're no longer white. Around Grandmaster Jay, the facts are astounding. Again, I don't know Grandmaster Jay. I've never met Grandmaster Jay, not as Grandmaster Jay or not as John Fitzgerald Johnson. He was running for president in 2016 as a Republican. Was running for Congress in 2016 as a Bernie Sanders on the Democratic ticket. Bernie Sanders representative on the Democratic ticket. So our Grandmaster Jay and our paths have never crossed. Other than he put a comment in one of my videos asking me very respectfully if I would take the episode down because it violated some of some of his tenants and his organization. And I obliged and took it down, and there was no conflict. There was nothing. And again, I always say he's always welcome to come on. And I do talk about him. Like I said, I'm going to have a video tomorrow with commentary on an interview he's done. But and I don't expect him to ever come on the program, but he's always welcome. But I have no relationship at all with Grandmaster Jay, other than I've been documenting his actions and the actions of the NFAC. Okay. All right. Well, gratitude is unmovable. You got a bunch of stuff laying out here, my man. I'm assuming my human, because I'm not sure if this is a male or a female, but I'm just, the language is a little bit more aggressive than women would probably use, is the only way I said my man. So I apologize for inferring when I don't know from the name. So I'll just say my human, my person. Yeah. I'm not saying either one of them are. Coke and sex addicts can't call themselves leaders. I wouldn't be surprised if we learned some things about some people that have been in Washington, D.C. during the Trump years in the future. And I'll just leave it at that, okay? Because I'm not going to make any condemnations of anyone. And we will just wrap things up. It's a weekly wrap. Coming up this week, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to have a couple of videos going to show a little bit of what happened in Louisville today. Some beautiful stuff. And we'll do a couple of segments from Grandmaster Jay's interview with commentary about that, and keep an eye on what's going on in the George Floyd trial. I'm possibly going to have something rather significant. I'm going to be possibly doing an interview in the future that is a really possibly significant interview. I'm just going to put it that way. And thank you all for watching. I love y'all. Coming up on 30 minutes here, and that's a good time to say, please support the show if you can. The Cash App is $ American Doofus, all one word. Or you can hit the donate button here on the live chat. If you want to reach me, email americandoofus@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook as American Doofus. And please subscribe, like, share, comment in the section if you're not watching live. And to those watching live, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching always. Official True Soldier, take care of yourself, my brother. Please take care of yourself, my young man. You've got so much potential for leadership, and I know you feel that within you. And I wish you nothing but the absolute best, as I wish each and every one of you watching. Blessings upon all of you. Peace, love, prosperity, health, happiness, and joy. May they all rain down upon you. I love you all. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm Barry Welsh.